What's going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the coin market cap, following up with an article basically discussing why Litecoin's price has doubled this year, as well as looking at the, the technical analysis, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. And while we're discussing XRP, there is some major movements that is coming for XRP, and I think it is going to burst and explode at a very high rate. If you guys are interested in that and you want to find out more, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and let's jump into this episode. I don't want to keep you waiting. So guys, really quick before we do the articles and discuss why Litecoin has doubled this past year and will it double again, basically I'd like to go over the coin market cap. It does help us kind of figure out where exactly we are in terms of the market. But looking at this right now in the coin market cap, market is 141 billion, so it is up compared to yesterday. 24-hour volume is staying fairly regular, but we are starting to see it at a slight increase more than where we were yesterday, as well as Bitcoin dominance staying pretty much exactly the same from when I made a video. So based off that knowledge, markets are up and they are doing pretty well. Scrolling out of these top 10 cryptocurrencies, you can see majority of them, actually all of them right now are in green. Out of the top 10, pretty much the entire market is in green. Yes, there are some outliers, but they're not really down by much. ABRA coin is down pretty big, double digits, but for the most part, we are up and doing very well. Let's actually take a gander at what exactly these coins are trading at. So Bitcoin is currently at $4,073, up 1%. We see Litecoin in the number 4 position, taking about a 260 million lead compared to EOS, so that doesn't look too bad, as well as it's also up 1%, but most of these coins are up, not really up by much. We're still in this consolidation, stable market, sideways movement, and as we guys know, if we see a market with little to no volume, it is an indicator of a big move is coming. We're leading up to something, and that's what I'm really stressing in today's episode, because we will discuss why I predict we're going to see a major volume spike within the next couple of days. Now, make sure to turn those post notifications on so you don't miss out on any of that, because when it hits and when it comes, you guys want to be prepared. We're also doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner, so definitely make sure to stay tuned for that. It will be a random giveaway when we hit 10K. So otherwise, guys, if you did want to make out on a pretty good promotion that's going on right now, the second link in the description is a link to ABRA. ABRA is doing this really awesome promotion for you guys where if you sign up to the exchange and deposit just $5 of USD with your bank account into the exchange, they will send you free $25 of Bitcoin. It is that simple. There's no tricks. There's no, hassle. It is that simple. Sign up. And then all you got to do is deposit $5 from a bank account, and bam, you'll get the $25 within the week. So it's that simple. I've had over 130 people now take advantage of this. It does help support the channel, so I do really appreciate it greatly if you guys do. Thanks again. Otherwise, jumping into the topic of discussion for today, why Litecoin's price has doubled this year. Will it double again? So this is an article, Forbes.com. Obviously, that is a very popular website. But as we know, Litecoin is having a very good year so far. With many digital currencies have been struggling during the so-called crypto winter that we've seen, Litecoin has been enjoying a significant, upside. Thus far in 2019, the cryptocurrency has rallied up over 100%, climbing from $30 on January 1st to over $60 March 17th, which was literally 2 days ago. So CoinMarketCap data shows that. Otherwise, there's some pretty obvious reasons as to why we're seeing such a major, increase. As you guys know, I'm also repping my Satoshi Litecoin shirt. I do love this. It's by Crypto Whale. There will be a link also in the description. Just check out my descriptions for all that information. But otherwise, merchant adoption has increased. That's a huge stressor for what Litecoin's trying to push. Merchant adoption is here. It's not going away. It's going to get stronger. If you can't beat it, join it. It's going to be in your face. You're going to see most, businesses with a big Litecoin, Bitcoin logo saying accepted here right on the board. And a lot of these payment systems are starting to, add that as an option, a payment option. So it's going to be huge, guys, with this merchant adoption, with us pushing for sponsorships. People are understanding what this is. They're seeing and realizing what Litecoin is, and that is driving this price up. So nice, you know, without the hype and the media pushing the price, now we have something to actually fall back on. But so obviously the industry reports emphasize that Litecoin, created in 2011, was designed for frictionless, borderless, peer-to-peer electronic cash, and as a result, anything that helps digital currency fulfill this purpose can potentially boost its price. In the years following the release, a number of businesses have accepted Litecoin as a payment method, so that, you know, pretty much increased this quite a bit. So the next thing to discuss is the transactions that have become faster pretty much. So Litecoin has been making progress towards decreasing its transaction time, which I've noticed if you've ever dealt with crypto or sent crypto, specifically Litecoin. Both the number of active nodes and payment channels on Litecoin's Lightning Network have been on the rise this year, helping enable more rapid payments. So the number of active nodes surpassed 100 in January and was close to 175 at the time of the article that was released, according to the data provider 1ML. Further, the number of payment channels has increased from fewer than 300 in January to over 1,100 by March 17th. So additional figures will also be coming. So then we also have supply dynamics, you know, the amount of cryptocurrency, the amount of actual tokens that are, you know, out there in the world that are currently being traded, and how many we have left, and the halving that's coming up is going to be huge, as well as transaction fees have been falling. Litecoin's transaction fees have pretty much declined over the last year, you know, since 2018, making it easier for users to leverage this digital currency as a medium of exchange. You know, I personally don't like to get accepted with Bitcoin specifically because it's slow as crap for whatever reason, and there's tons of fees. You know, the mining fees are so high, the transaction fees. So Litecoin is so much quicker, which I've noticed, and it's so much cheaper. It's pennies on the dollar compared to Bitcoin. So lastly, you know, we got the supply chains. We have privacy developments, as you guys heard about. Obviously, I can go in that later on. We have analysts that are weighing in saying that, you know, Litecoin is going to continue to move up. But otherwise, guys, moving on into the episode, I do want to start looking at Litecoin as following the top 3 blue chip cryptos, and then we'll check out XRP. So Litecoin looks really good. I'm not going to lie. It really looks good, and I'd like to explain it for you guys. But basically, we have our uptrend right here. It is swinging in. We have an ascending wedge that's forming, and we're consolidating out. Besides the fact that we're a little too top heavy in the RSI, we're trading a little more towards overbought. We're pretty, you know, weak right now. We need to pull back down and get more, you know, more stable and stronger, you know, off. Litecoin's the only coin that does seem on the daily to be in some sort of uptrend compared to the other ones, which I'll discuss in a second. But you can see that most of these are consolidating, and what we really need for Litecoin is a consolidation and a movement just like that. Very simple, nothing crazy. It's just sideways trading, keep the price exactly where it is, and that will leverage us out, drop the RSI, and then we'll have time to bounce up and potentially test $67 by the end of the week. So that's pretty awesome. Otherwise, guys, it does look very nice in a very pro-bearish factor, which I'm really not, but if we do fall bearish, much support at $50. So I don't think we're going to break below $50. I think the bottom's in. I think we're headed up, guys. And I think we're heading up very, very, very strong. Moving on to Bitcoin, $3,900. This is definitely a very interesting time for Bitcoin because Bitcoin seems to be having some interesting lines to test. And what I mean by that is after many, many, many months of resistance and downwards pressure, as you guys can see, we have not been able to break that blue line that I have drawn out on here. For those of you who are new, we know that Bitcoin, has a pretty massive descending triangle that we have not been able to break. So you can see right here, this blue line has been pretty much on Bitcoin ever since like 2017, the end of 2017. And it has been holding strong, pushing the price down. We see a major volume break and pushing us much lower. We did find a support, and it seems to have been holding quite well. And after months of consolidation from November of 18th all the way now to March, we have finally caught up to the downtrend. And it seems like we're trading out of it. And, you know, if the weekly holds well, which it seems to be doing so, you know, the fact that not only are we quite low on the RSI, only at a 40, but we're below not only the red and green band, which is a pretty big indicator we're headed up. So I think this is pretty... okay, so I can't say you guys should buy in, but what I can say is I'm holding on, and I'm buying crypto because these are very low levels for me, and we may not see this again in the rest of 2019. So these are good prices for me. I do think in the longer term of things, we should see a much higher price. I think it is a good investment in terms of my positioning. You guys take that with, a grain of salt, do whatever you want with that info. But personally, what I'm doing is investing because I do expect, this 4,000 to move up to 53, if anything, all the way up to 7,000, which is almost double your investment. So that's some pretty awesome, trading. In my eyes, I do think we're going to rift back up. I do think we're going to shoot back up. There is a pretty strong resistance at 63, but there's not really much getting there. Otherwise, moving on to Ethereum, guys, which also looks really nice. A lot of resistance here. You can see there is actually a very small uptrend. Kind of hard to play this one out, but I could definitely... Ooh, did not mean to do that. I'll draw it in for you guys. Not sure if it is liable yet, but something like this is definitely here. Interesting. We could just leave this here. It's a small one, but it seems like now that we have this on, if we can, if it stays normal and stays the same, we should anticipate Ethereum to see a couple more days of consolidation, pretty much like this, and then it could break bullish and break above its high-low MMA. The green and red bands. If things look bearish, an ascending triangle could force us lower. I don't think we are. We look very nice on both the RSI and the high-low MMA, so we could, expect to trade out sideways. The end of March 26th is when we could potentially see a pop and a break out of not only the green or red band, but it will shoot us back up above that, using it as a support, and it should anticipate that to happen with Bitcoin as well. Now that we're talking about that, let's see if there's an uptrend on Bitcoin too, because we may see that because they usually do correlate with each other. This one's a little bit harder to draw, but there is still something here. Yeah, there's a slight uptrend at that. So let's see. I'm going to leave these on for later videos because this does seem to be holding fairly true, and we may continue off that. There might be another, 1, 2, 3... till March 24th to 26th, which is literally 1 week, less than a week away. We could see a very nice pop, coming. Obviously, I'm kind of nervous with the RSI being the way it is, but we are, going to approach our support line, and we could potentially break through and explode at a very rapid rate. So I'm definitely keeping a close eye on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the main thing I wanted to discuss today was looking at XRP. Now, I know there are major differences with the XRP and the Litecoin community, and more so there's a huge community surrounding XRP, and there's also a huge anti-XRP community, but that's not what we're trying to discuss on this channel. What we're really trying to look at is what are good buying opportunities. My personal opinion on good buying opportunities, what I'm going to do with my money, that is what I'm relaying on the internet. That is how you have to look at this. I'm just giving you my personal opinions on that, on what I am going to do with my money. You do whatever you want, but this chart right here, this channel, this symmetrical triangle is textbook, guys. You don't have to be in the market for that long to realize this is a textbook symmetrical triangle. That's huge. This is a beautifully formed downtrend and a beautifully formed uptrend that's literally coming to a halt. March 22nd, that's literally this week. In 3 or 4 days, Thursday or Friday, we could see a very big spike in volume for XRP. It's either going to do a couple of things, but basically, huge things to note. Suppressed volume. We practically have no volume right now with XRP. No volume at all. High-low MMA is trading right dead center in the middle. 50 on the RSI. We're below the high-low MMA. These are all amazing indicators that a big move is coming. I am leaning 80% bullish, 20% bearish. We could still break to the downside and fall and retest 28 cents, this yellow support. But the way and how beautiful we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 10 points of contact on this uptrend. It's a huge indicator that something big is coming. Honestly, I think we're going to shoot up. It's going to be interesting with the downtrend as well as the high-low MMA kind of wrapping themselves together, which is going to put a lot of downwards pressure. But if we can get enough volume, it should spike us back up. We could definitely see a very strong move to the upside We have plenty of room to go there. So I'm taking a huge look at XRP because I do think a massive movement is coming. So good shit for all those who did, recommend me to look at XRP. Sorry for cursing, but I do appreciate you guys for telling me to check this out because that is a huge movement and something major is coming for XRP. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up the episode. Like I said, giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. We're about to hit 8,000, so thank you guys for all the support on the channel. Giveaway will be some free Litecoin, Bitcoin, whatever coin of your choice. Who doesn't like some free crypto? Otherwise, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. Come on, guys. Let's try to get 200 likes on the channel, on the video. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.